criminal activity.
Right.
Yes, Edvan. I mean, let's look at how religion has evolved over time. If you go to the Bible, originally it was intended that it be a theocracy, meaning the state and the church were actually, the priests were superior to even the civil people, and the society was regulated that way. I don't know about the Quran, but if you look at the state of the Quran, you see the spiritual leaders occupying almost an equal position like
that was under
the civil.
Judaism.
Yeah, Judaism. Now we moved away from that, and now we went into separation of state and religion. And you have raised a very important question. How do you then, you've seen the political class use religion to climb to power, and it's not only in Kenya. It is, I mean, look at, for instance, I wanted to correct his use of the word evangelical. Evangelical is not a bad word, by the way. Evangelical means spread the message.
Yes.
And in the US, it has also a specific connotation. It means really a specific Protestantism that has been supporting particularly the Republican Party. And you saw Trump use it, get to power, and the rest. And many other people have used the religion to get to power. And so we must be careful how we judge those people. I mean, if they believe it and they're using it, whether the only problem then is they use the church to get power, and once they get into power, the state is captured by the church. And you have seen the state captured by the church sometimes. And so we must be very careful, even how we move forward and saying, how do we separate the state? And the things like what he's saying, I've seen societies where a president announced, this is a Christian nation, we are not going to allow any other religion.
It's ridiculous.
That is a disaster. Because then you're getting into a very complicated, you may be seen like you're being evangelical, you're praising God, but you have gotten into a very complicated, especially where there is allowed people to worship as they want. You have animists and the rest. So I think this is an area we must be very careful. The other point I wanted to say, it's also, like what we mentioned, journalism should also self-regulate. Perhaps we should ask the churches to go seriously and self-regulate themselves. You will always have outliers. I mean, you have in Muslim society these radicals. You have Christians, these radical groups that are there. But how do you manage them? It is not going to say, the church will say, people are interpreting the Bible wrongly. The church, the state can't have an instrument for doing that. It is for the churches themselves to be responsible and be honest and be true to the word.
Indeed. All right. The closing comments as well, Peter Kiama?
Closing comment?
Yeah, you wanted to comment? Yeah, just comment then.